Today's Albion Online video is all about the better ways to farm faction points. That's right, if you want to farm faction points, there are better ways to do it than following a blob around and capturing outposts and capturing zones and going to bandit events in a big blob and slowly capturing all the areas. No, there are way more creative and fun and just beneficial ways to do it to earn even more points. I'm going to show you members-only secrets in this video. That'll show you how to actually be part of bandit event without ever stepping foot into a red zone. And because this is going public, this might get patched. I don't think it's a bug though, but you never know, devs. You never know what they're going to do. But anyway, lots and lots of secrets are being unveiled in today's video, so pay attention. And if you want, channel members have had this secret for over a year now, so if you want to be in the know for other types of secrets, click that join button down below, $5 a month. Let's go. Alright, so I'm going to attempt the solo back cap. Alright, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000, 8 1000, 9 1000, 10 1000, and here we go. Solo back cap. Solo fucking back cap. Alright, oh man. So, here's the thing. That 1 1000 thing you just heard, at 12 1000, the boss will respawn, but if I step on this, it won't. So watch, I'll do it now when I cap this, if someone doesn't step on it. Here we go, and 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000, 8, 9... Well, I think I missed one. 9 1000, 10 1000, 11 1000, 12 1000, here comes the boss. See? There you go. So... solo back cap. I wonder how many times I can get away with it. 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000, 8 1000, 9 1000, 10 1000, 11 1000. There's like 3 people here, and that guy matches me in power, so I'd better just leave. Yeah, well, I got F. I can still F out of that fight. Alright, well, now see, now they're guarding it. Now they know. They're like, you're not back capping again. Another trick to get faction points, and this really works well with bandit event, is camp a red zone entrance and just hit people as they go in. Don't have them dismount or fight. Just touch them once. Just slap them. Make sure you're doing actual damage, not hitting their shield. And because bandit's going on right now, and when bandit ends, if any of these people die or get into a if any of these people that I've tagged die in bandit, I get counted as helping that. And then I get counted as doing bandit without ever going, without ever entering the red zone once. And, you know, I don't have to fight these people. I don't have to dismount them, even though I could probably fight a bunch. Man, this guy is dangerous. I don't know what his deal is, but he is a 4-1 weeping repeater guy, and he just kicks ass. He is just dangerous. He's a dangerous man. And yeah, this is a little 2v1 we got going here. Yeah, he hits so freaking hard, man. Look at all these people now. Let's just tag them. Like, we're just tagging them here. Hopefully they go to bandit. It doesn't matter if I lose this fight or not, right? As long as these guys go to bandit, and if they die, if any one of the people we hit dies for the next hour, we get credit for doing bandit, and we get first, second, third place, whatever the placement is. We don't have to capture outposts. We don't have to risk gear. We don't have to ride around for a freaking hour. Just tag people going into the red zone. That's all you gotta do. And the whole point of doing faction stuff, especially on the EU server, look, there's 341 people here right now, is, look, I got 7 of these chests in like an hour. Well, hey, it's supposed to be 7, yeah, use all. So we're just gonna use all, and we're at 75k value, and just look at the money go up. But it's not just about money, it's about the fame tomes. And oh man, I am massively overweight, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and eat those silver. It's 170k. And the fame tomes, here we go. That's 750,000 right here. That's 900,000. Okay, so that's 1.65 million. And then this is another 200,000. So that's 1.8 million in fame tomes. And yeah, look at my Elder Reaver right now. I'm pretty sure tomes count towards Elder Reaver. We'll use that. Yes, they do. They absolutely do. So we'll just eat the tomes. There we go. And it's whatever. You can save them for other builds or items that you don't want to level up. But there we go. Look at that. Look at my Elder Reaver. It just jumped up to 80%. I think it was at 25. It was literally like 25% earlier, and I had been grinding the whole time. during that, like, 2 hours. So 2 hours for 25%, or 80% for 2 hours. It's so broken. And there it is, Bandit Assault has ended. That was a whole hour ago. I tagged people. After I got downed by that mob, it deflagged me, and I just wouldn't farm yellow zones. I never stepped foot in a Bandit event once. I have never been inside a red zone at all, and I'm still getting Bandit credit, so yay! Another really good way to farm faction points is as soon as the server comes online, you solo an outpost. And so, yeah, we're just going to solo the Martlock outpost here. Now, this is about 5 minutes after the servers have come up. Unfortunately, I was not able to get here that quick. But it's still, I think, still quick enough. And I can't believe I got hit by that. Now I'm armor shredded, so I'm in danger. Gotta eat the pork roast here. Alright, we're just going to solo this. I'm going to cut to the part where I kill him. Alright, there we go. We've soloed the outpost boss. I'm going to be capturing this, and I don't think anything else is happening in faction warfare at the moment. I can't see any other flags being lit up, so it means I'm really the only one in Bridgewatch at the moment participating in PvP. And the thing is that as soon as the servers come up, which I think was like 5 minutes ago, every 15 minutes after that is when, how do I say it? Is when you get your participation of Defense of the Land bonus. It pops every 15 minutes on an interval, as long as you're doing something, you know, faction-related towards the enemy team. And those points are divided between everyone who participates based on how much they are participating. So, because of that, because I'm like the only one doing faction PvP at the moment, I get all the points. And that's why it's really good to like be in position and ready to go with a build that can solo an outpost as soon as the servers come up, or try to hunt other players as soon as the servers come up. But you'll almost find no players logging in that are faction flying just out in the open world immediately. And I'm going to go ahead and cap a second outpost so that this area starts slow capping. I can move to Croker Hill, cap 2, slow cap that. Believer Tor, slow cap that. And by the time people start logging in to defend this land, I'm going to have captured all 3 zones. That's a region capture. And that's going to give me, you know, 10k, 15k faction points for the next hour every 15 minutes. It's just ridiculously stupid and broken, and it's always a good reason why you should be mashing that login button the very second that the servers highlight yellow, as in this server is the server is starting. So yeah, and I'm just gonna nuke the boss this time, so I'll be right back. And you can see there's another player also doing this nearby. Now his gear's not as good as mine, but he's still able to solo it in you know, the crappy gear that he's got. And yeah, it's free points, man. It's free faction points. And there we go, we have the daily done, like within like the first 15 minutes of the day, over 9,000 faction points. Now this is without premium, and again, once these regions capture, once that captures, you know, that's going to put me in the running. Let's see, what else are we doing? We're not doing a Dren's Hill, but yeah, it's just gonna start stacking up like crazy. And if I had premium, that 9,000 would have been an additional 4,500. So it would have been 13 to 14k. Again, getting up early for this is just absolutely worth it for faction points. It is so insanely broken. I mean, think of it like this. It's like every 3,000 points is 40k silver, or every 9,000 points is 60k silver and 250,000 fame. See, here's another player also doing this. he's got the 5-4 Awaken. You don't need 8-4 to do this. The 5-4 Awaken is more than enough. And there we go, just nuking the boss down. I'm going to help him out here. Now, even though this zone has 2 players in it, me being one of them, the other guy is a blue and he's hovering outside of nameplate range, trying to back cap, so I have to sit here for 10 seconds till the NPC spawns. So right now, it's about 30 minutes after the server's been up. Hey, look, faction defense, there it is. Now, 6,879, it's starting to get a little bit less, but again, this would be over 9,000 if I had premium active. And there's more people running around now. There's people capping Halden Tor. You can see that Martlock has woke up and they're fighting back at Carnes Hill. You got Limhurst over here recapping U Wood and Hornbeam Wood. And unfortunately, like, it depends on how pushed your territories are when you first log in. When I logged in today, almost all the zones were already capped, so that sucks. But if you position your character before the server goes down at the zone, you could be the absolute first, and within 2 minutes you can cap an outpost. And then as soon as that 15-minute clicks, it's like 10 to 15,000. It's ridiculous and crazy. But yeah, you can see here that I'm still running on the first food buff of the day, and I'm already at 18,000. So I farmed, you know, this is 500,000 fame and about 120,000 silver. And I'll show you. I'll buy a couple of packs here, right? So we'll buy a couple of these. Well, let's see beast hearts. If we bought 6 beast hearts at 37,000 each, you know, times 6, that's 222,000, right, in under 30 minutes, with not a lot of effort. But let's go ahead and buy a couple chests here, and just go ahead and use them. So that is 150k, and then I've got, that's 100k fame there, that's another 200k fame there, that's another 200k fame. And then I just got, what was that just popped up on my screen? That was, that's for capturing Halden Tor, that's 1,800. So where am I at now? Yeah, so and again, because we just captured that, the next 15-minute increment I'm going to get another 5 to 6,000, and because I was slow capping zones but someone came behind me and fast capped them, it would have been staggered out longer. That's why I'm only capping 2 out of 3, for instance, here, you know, and whatnot. So that's why I slow cap, so I can continuously get those 15-minute increments. Otherwise I could just switch to a PvP set. And I guarantee you, this is not an organized blob. This is not a Discord blob that is recapping. This is just people leaving Limhurst that are faction like, oh, well, a few people are fighting. So once they start pushing down here, I can switch to a bomber set and nuke them for, you know, put me back in the running for another 5, 6, 10k, depending on how many people are playing and how many people are participating. But because I've been making videos about this subject for a little bit now, there's more people logging in the mornings. But I guarantee you, 1 to 2 months after this video has dropped, and no one else talks about it, because no other YouTubers talk about this stuff. They just, gotta do mists, gotta do corrupted dungeons. You know, they don't talk about the fun stuff. Then you can absolutely do this, and not a lot of people are going to be catching on to it. Also, Sunday mornings are really good because no one gets up early on Sundays to do this. Right now, today is, I think, Tuesday. Yeah, it's a Monday morning. I'm a day behind. Wow. Okay, but yeah, you get the idea. And you gotta remember, at the end of the week on Sundays, you get a bonus reward, which, I mean, today's Monday, so it's already happened, but, if you're doing this 30 minutes, you know, every morning, you know, every day of the week, you're gonna get another, like, 60 to 100,000 bonus points on Sunday, and that's another 5, 6, you know, chests right there with more tomes. Like, look at all these tomes I've got. Like, this is, you know, it's not enough to fame up a whole weapon from 0 to 100, but it's a damn lot of fame. Now, the next best way to farm faction points is just to be a solo ganker, as in just get the highest tier, highest grade gear set you can possibly muster. You want burst and mobility as your build. I like bear paws, that's my favorite. But you can do whatever it is you want, and then you just ride out close to an enemy faction. You don't want to be too close, like for instance, yeah, you could hunt players in U Wood, but there's so many of them, you're going to get overwhelmed. Hornbeam Wood is okay, that's 1 zone away. And then Deeproot Wood is 2 zones away. This is where generally people will go to solo fame farm and go to gather. Because it's 3 zones from their town. That means they get the maximum bonus. Also, like Gold Shimmer Plain here, this is the closest skinning tier 5 zone for Limhurst. And so they will come here so that they can skin. So yeah, just you can hunt skinning people in this one. You can also go to high yield zones, and for Europe, these won't open probably until the first month, but like Steelhide Meadow will have a lot of Limhurst players also skinning a tier 4 zone. So you just get a gank set, you go gank, and that's going to give you way more faction points than following a blob around in Bandit event. And with all of that said, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, leave a comment. Channel members, please don't be mad that I've leaked some of the secrets out. It's been over a year. You guys have had more than enough time to do these things, and I hardly see any of you guys take advantage of this stuff. And sometimes I gotta give a little bit to the public to entice them in, you know, get their foot in the door, show them that the value is worth it. But yeah, again, if you're on EU, this is great. If you're on West, this is great. Asia, you know, it works on all servers. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, and also click the video on the right side of your screen, or it's gonna rain like 3 days in a row, and you won't want to go outside.